Hey everybody, I wanted to welcome you into my sacred space, and I wanted to show you around a little bit. Now this video is going to be a little bit dark because this is a room that doesn't actually have any windows. So it's wonderful when you want to do dark womb-like work. It's a little more challenging when you want to make a video. But I wanted to share this with you so that you could begin to think in terms of what brings us power. And the setting that we're in and the way we set ourselves up absolutely does affect our sense of being in our shamanic state, and that helps us access our power. It doesn't in and of itself necessarily give us more power unless of course we have empowered those things that are in the the setting that's there. So I'm going to try to show you around a little bit, and pardon me if it's not a perfect piece of videography. So this is the top stage of the altar, and there's lots of different things on there that I use in my healing practice. A lot of things that just are meaningful to me, that I have developed relationships with. You'll see that there's a window back here, and this window actually it's covering a window, and it's not actually a window to the outside, it's a window to another room. This was actually a theater room, so you can see there's a stage in here, and so I've covered it up, but it's really pretty important to have that there, and I'll explain why in a minute. Okay, so when I back up a little bit, you'll see, again, pardon the waviness, you're going to see there's our stage, and there's even more as I back further away, the space that I use here. So one of the things I want to point out is the red piece of fabric that's running up the right-hand side. And the reason I have that is because it allows me to run the energy from the person that I'm working on, who might be on that sacred tapestry from Guatemala, and run the energy up. And then it's somewhat difficult to see, but further up here, what I do is I run it up all the way to this piece, which you can see is it has a kind of a spiraling nature. Those are butterflies, and so I run it up, the energy up that, and then I move it over to the mountains and out the window. So this is the way that the energy moves through the room, and it's really important to know, where is the energy going to go if you're going to move it for someone? Where is it going to go? So I wanted to just show you this space first, and then now I'm going to go on and I'm going to show you how I actually use some of the tools in order to access more power. Okay, so now I'm moving on to some of the power objects that I use. And it's really important to understand why there's power in an object. In and of itself, anything can be powerful. Things that have meaning, things that have symbolism in particular, become powerful. And when they're set aside to be used in a shamanic way, they become more powerful for shamanic purposes. So I want to show you a few of the things that I use. I do use this wonderful, beautiful feather, and I don't know if you can feel anything off of it, but it's just a really sweet, sweet, sweet piece. And I use this to clear energy, to just clear the energy around a situation or a person. So I could just imagine a situation and actually work on clearing the energy. And it's just, it's a beautiful piece. It was made with love. It doesn't hold a specific purpose other than clearing that energy. And I would also say it's really important to understand that every shaman that I've ever worked with says you don't need the tools. The tools are helpful to put you in a state of mind. The tools have energy, but you should be able to eventually at least work without the tools if you need to. Just show up and do what needs to be done. But it's nice to have them. I also have another, I used to have a big black fan as well, but I gifted it to another shaman. A few, this is, you might call this just more of a new age item, but it's actually an ancient healing tool. And you can see it's got the chakra pieces on it. It's a crystal. It's crystal at both ends. And I have another one here that's got sort of the rose quartz. These were gifted to me. And then this one is actually a Tibetan version of one, which is the intent, actually use it in alchemy, the intent is to blow the energy into this end here and then the energy goes through the symbols and out it, creating an intent. So if I really wanted to clear something, say in someone's mind, or if they had something that was going on they couldn't get rid of, this might be a tool that I would use. I never know what tool I'm going to use. I don't pretend to be an expert on tools. I don't pretend to know everything. I just have tools here for when Spirit says do this, I do that. And the proof is in the pudding. Does it work or doesn't it work? Another tool that I love is my red hot chili peppers. So if someone is depressed and needs fire, this is great. Hot pepper and oil. Now you might say, what on earth does she do with it? Does she cook? And everyone who knows me knows I don't cook. So no, it's not that. What it is just to just to put the energy all around the person and to bring it in and to ask the spirit of the chili pepper to bring a fire into this person. And then the last piece, which is going to go in towards your homework assignment a little bit, this is actually a kaleidoscope, and it's a wonderful piece. The marble that is from the end of it is something that you can blow a problem or a situation into. So say a person is really stuck, they've got a relationship that they can't seem to move anything with, and they're really trying to move away from it or change something, they can blow 3 times. And they can blow the situation into the marble. You stick it back at the end of the kaleidoscope, and then you have them look. Actually, I mean, you could do it too if they're not there, but you can have them look and they see that the situation actually changes just as the kaleidoscope changes. And so the energy begins to shift because that's the intent for this. This is a really powerful tool. So those are just a few of the tools. Again, you might have seen all of this kind of stuff. You might have seen this with other shamans. It's not spectacularly new. There is nothing really new. And anything can become a sacred object if you put that intent into it. So my next video is going to be about your homework assignment and using symbols to amplify power. So I'll see you soon with that.